All right, strap in, everybody, because today we are diving deep into the world of Astro Bot.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a mountain of articles, videos, you name it.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm pumped to break it all down.
Me too.
You want to know about those hidden PlayStation references everybody keeps talking about, the amazing animation details?
Yeah.
And why this game is just pure fun.
Right.
Well, you come to the right place because we're going to dissect it all.
It's so interesting how Astro has gone from this little side character to, like, Sony's answer to Mario.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, he's the mascot now.
It really feels that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to unpack exactly how that happened.
Yeah.
Now, I know some of you out there might be thinking this whole thing's just a sneaky PS5 commercial.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that, I promise.
Of course.
But first, let's retrace this little bot's steps to stardom, shall we?
Okay, so way back on the PS4, in the Playroom,
Right.
you know, you had those little robots you could interact with.
I remember those.
And one of them...
Astro was our guy, Astro, before he even had a name.
He's like those early photos of celebrities before they were famous. You're kind of dorky looking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then came Astro Bot Rescue Mission for PSVR, and that's where he really, really shines.
Yeah.
A full-blown VR platforming adventure starring Astro.
Front and center.
And then, of course, we have Astro's Playroom on the PS5.
Yeah. Yeah, that came free with the console.
Yeah, basically a tech demo for the DualSense, disguised as a super charming platformer.
It was brilliant. They let you experience all those cool features in this really fun way.
Exactly.
And now we get this brand new Astro Bot title, which feels like the culmination of everything they've been building towards.
Yeah.
It's not just a tech demo anymore.
Yeah.
This is a full-fledged
This is a full-blown game. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the PlayStation love letter aspect of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is packed with reference. I mean, we're talking over 150 bots that represent characters and hardware from across PlayStation history.
I know. It's crazy.
Like, you've got your iconic ones, Aloy from Horizon.
That Aloy.
Ratchet and Clank, of course.
Of course.
But then...
There's some really deep cuts.
Like Vib Ribbon.
Vib Ribbon.
Remember Vib Ribbon?
Yes.
That PS1 rhythm game?
Yes.
You had to jump over these obstacles that matched the music.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not everyone's going to get that one.
No.
But for those who do...
Who does?
Oh, it's such a treat.
Oh, it's a delight.
And it's not just characters.
Well, no, it's everyone.
The environments, the level design, it's overflowing with PlayStation nods.
Yeah, like imagine running around levels inspired by the inside of a PS2 or dodging giant SingStar microphones.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's amazing.
It's both.
Speaking of gameplay, what can Astro actually do in this game?
Oh, man.
It seems like he's learned some new tricks since his VR days.
Oh, his moveset's really diverse.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, so he's got these frog boxing gloves that can return projectiles.
Cool.
There's a backpack balloon that lets him float.
Okay.
And of course, we've got the dual speeder.
Oh, yeah, the dual speeder.
Which is basically a little glider that uses the DualSense motion controls.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
They really did take everything cool about platforming and cram it into this little robot.
It's amazing.
And don't even get me started on the DualSense integration.
Oh, it's next level.
It's way more than just the speeder.
Way more.
The haptics are used in such creative ways.
It's unbelievable.
Like you can actually feel Astro's tiny hand brushing against walls when you're trying to find hidden paths.
I know, right?
I don't even know how they did that.
The tech is wild.
It's insane.
Yeah.
What about the sponge power-up?
Oh, the sponge.
I've heard so much about it.
Okay, so imagine you are squeezing Astro to soak up water and then releasing him to shrink back down.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how that feels with those adaptive triggers?
I can only imagine. Okay, what about the boss battles?
Oh, the boss battles.
Tell me we get to fight some epic bad guys in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
We got returning favorites like Wacko Taco from Astro Bot Rescue Mission.
Yes.
But he brought friends.
Oh, no.
Giant octopus, a rattlesnake, even a genie.
Wow.
It's crazy. They're all really well-designed, unique challenges.
So basically, Astro's running a retirement home for defeated bosses.
Basically.
Like, welcome to Astro's Boss Battle Resort. Enjoy our lava pools and all-you-can-eat power-ups.
Pretty much.
Okay, but before we get too carried away, let's address the elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Some folks are skeptical about this game. They think it's just a glorified PS5 ad.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It is dripping with PlayStation nostalgia.
It is.
But does it go beyond that?
That's the question.
Is it actually a good game on its own merits?
Yeah, that's what we need to figure out.
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, the answer is yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm intrigued.
Astro Bot definitely celebrates PlayStation, yeah.
Sure.
But the core gameplay is just so solid.
Okay.
It's fun. It's creative.
Okay.
It feels like a genuine love letter to classic platformers.
So it's not just a marketing ploy.
No, it's the real deal.
Wow, okay, I'm even more excited to dive deeper into this now.
Let's do it.
All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Astro Bot.
You know one thing that really struck me about Astro Bot?
What's that?
It's just how rewarding it feels
Yeah.
to play. Like,
It's true.
yeah.
Even when you mess up,
Yeah.
or you get stuck, it feels like the game is there to pick you up and point you towards something cool.
Absolutely. It's like the developers anticipated
Yeah.
every single point where a player might get frustrated.
And they just injected a little dose of delight
Yes.
to keep you going.
Exactly.
You might stumble upon a hidden collectible or a funny animation plays. You discover a secret path.
Right.
It's those little things, you know?
It's the little things that make a big difference.
They really do.
Okay, I have to bring up the DualSense features again.
Oh.
Because I'm still blown away by some of the things they're doing with it.
It's next level immersion.
It really is.
You're not just playing the game. You're feeling it.
It's crazy.
In a way that we've never been able to before.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I can feel Astro's tiny footsteps
I know.
through the controller.
It's insane.
And using the motion controls to pilot the dual speeder, it feels like I'm holding this miniature spaceship in my hands.
Oh, and the adaptive triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget those.
The way they create tension and feedback.
It's amazing.
It's wild.
Squeezing that sponge power up, feeling the resistance as you draw back Astro's bow.
Right.
It adds a whole other layer.
A whole other dimension to the gameplay.
Totally.
And speaking of those PlayStation cameos we were talking about before.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just there for show.
Oh, no, they're woven into the gameplay in really clever ways.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like, you might find yourself fighting alongside Kratos.
Oh, wow.
From God of War.
That's awesome.
Or rescuing a tiny Nathan Drake. No way. Dangling from a ledge.
I love that.
It's great.
They went beyond just fan service.
Yeah.
And actually found ways to, like, weave those characters into the experience.
It's so
It's like they're saying, hey, remember this awesome moment from PlayStation history? Well, now you get to be a part of it.
Exactly.
Okay, we can't talk about Astro Bot
Oh, no.
without mentioning the music.
The music is incredible.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Each world has its own unique style that perfectly captures the mood.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere.
From epic orchestral scores to catchy electronic beats.
I love it.
The music is just as diverse and creative as the level design.
It really is.
And it's not just background music either. It's woven into the gameplay.
It is.
The melodies shift and change based on your actions.
It's almost like the music is another character in the game, responding to your every move.
It's wild.
So we've talked about the nostalgia, the DualSense, the amazing music. But is this game actually challenging?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is it just a cute, cuddly romp through PlayStation history?
It can be both.
Really?
Yeah, the main levels.
Okay.
They're designed to be enjoyable for players of all skill levels. You know, challenging enough to be engaging, but not so difficult that it becomes frustrating.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But for those hardcore platforming fans out there.
Yes.
Those sweaty weirdos, as we like to call them.
Of course.
There's something for them too,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, good.
The game has these optional challenge levels that are designed to test your skills to the absolute limit.
I love that.
These levels ramp up the difficulty significantly. You need precise timing, pixel-perfect jumps, lightning-fast reflexes.
So they basically built in a whole separate game.
Pretty much.
Just for the players who want to push themselves to the edge.
Exactly. And even if you're not a hardcore player, it's fun to watch someone else tackle them.
It is.
It's like watching a masterclass in platforming.
It really is.
Yeah, but whether you're conquering those challenges or just enjoying the main game, that sense of satisfaction you get from completing a level, it's just so rewarding.
It's that classic platforming feeling of like, yes, I did it.
Exactly.
It never gets old.
It's so good.
You know, one of the things I appreciate about this game is how it manages to cater to such a wide range of players without ever feeling compromised or watered down.
Yeah, it's a testament to the developers.
It really is.
You know, their skill and their passion
Yeah.
to be able to create something that's both accessible and challenging, nostalgic and innovative.
It's impressive.
It's really cool.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What are your favorite PlayStation cameos or references in the game so far?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is there a particular character or game you were really hoping to see represented?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'd love to hear from you.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
From Astro's humble beginnings in the Playroom to his evolution into a true platforming star.
He's come a long way.
But we're not quite done yet.
Oh.
There's one final question we need to explore.
Okay.
What is the lasting impact of Astro Bot? And what does it mean for the future of gaming? So we've talked about the gameplay, the DualSense magic, all that sweet PlayStation nostalgia.
Right, but now we need to zoom out a little and ask the big question. What does Astro Bot mean for the future of platforming games?
Yeah, is this just a flash in the pan, or is it something bigger?
Exactly.
One of the articles we read actually argued that Astro Bot isn't just a celebration of the past.
Right.
It's a sign of a bright future for platforming.
And I think there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Astro Bot proves that you can innovate in this genre without abandoning what makes it great.
You know what? I think you're right. It takes those core elements of classic platformers, those tight controls, the clever level design, the sense of joy and discovery.
Exactly.
And it injects them with modern technology and a fresh perspective.
It's like they took the DNA of those beloved PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64 platformers.
Right.
And said, how can we make this even better?
And the answer seems to be, give it to a team that's incredibly talented and deeply passionate about the genre.
Absolutely.
You can feel that passion in every aspect of the game. It's a game that makes you smile. It makes you think. And it makes you excited about the future of gaming.
It really does.
So what do you think, listener?
Yeah.
Can a game be both a celebration of the past and a sign of a bright future?
Astro Bot seems to suggest that the answer is yes.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the enduring power of creativity and the boundless possibilities that exist when developers dare to innovate.
Well said. It's been an absolute blast exploring this charming, challenging, and surprisingly profound game with you.
Likewise.
If you haven't already, I highly recommend giving Astro Bot a try.
Yeah, you won't regret it.
You might just rediscover the joy of platforming and find yourself inspired by the boundless possibilities of video games. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.